Saki? How's Ruby?
There is no sign of her waking up yet, but all the numbers show her to be in a stable condition. Lynn, did you get what you need?
We've found a lockbox left behind by Rubilia.
Archon Larson is still awaiting updates at Cloud Top. Go. I'll stand guard here. I'll notify you as soon as there's any news on Ruby.
Thanks, Saki. Let's go.
Lynn, is there nothing else you can do with the lockbox Rubilia left behind?
I'm sorry, Archon Larson. Rubilia never said anything about a lockbox to me. It was Tian Long who found the—
It'll all be for nothing if we can't find any clues to open this lock.
Archon Larson, this lockbox's model was widely used in the Madelin Foundation. Maybe I can attempt to decode it with—
Miss Lyra, how confident—
Don't worry, Archon Larson. I'll immediately stop whatever I'm doing if something goes wrong, to ensure the data inside remains intact. Miss Lynn?
Please.
The data stored inside doesn't seem to have been fully deciphered.
We went through everything for this?
Miss Lynn, the data inside the lockbox is incomplete. I cannot decode anything more from it.
Only a blurry video clip? Miss Lyra, could some data be—
No, I assure you, there's nothing I did that would have compromised the data inside.
Why did Dr. Rubilia leave a piece of meaningless info in a hidden compartment? Tian Long, did you find anything else noteworthy on site?
Unless there are more hidden compartments. But
Sorry, but I don't have anything for you at the moment, Archon Larson. Please excuse me. I'll need some time to think.
We'll call it a day for now. Dr. Clive, you and your team have to decipher and learn what you can from the data retrieved by—
Yes, sir.
As for the lockbox, I'll ask our technicians to restore the data and hope for the best.
saw Lynn left alone just now with a solemn face. Miss Lyra unlocked the lockbox, and we found a recording left behind by Dr. Rebellia in there. Despite that, we found some lab data on Ruby, but what's in the lockbox must be crucial. Is that so? And that... Lynn would sometimes stand on the balcony of the Oasis to think. After Ruby came, she often took Ruby there too after everything that has happened. I'm worried about her, but I have to stay here to watch... Well, let's go see Miss Lynn for a bit. Even...
I just wanted to be alone for a while. Sorry for worrying you. How did you find this place?
Captain Sakifua told us.
It has a nice view, and it's quiet, unlike in the city.
Did Ruby draw all those things?
It's our little secret base. Ruby loves it here.
Is that Dolly and Spark?
They were best friends. They wouldn't even let me in on their secrets.
So Dolly and Spark must know a lot of Ruby's secrets.
Secrets. Spark. How come it only occurs to me now? It's long been like I'll keep Ruby safe. And I'll find you. Just you wait.
Lynn, you mean... Spark can help us decode the info in the lockbox?
Spark is a support unit specially designed by Rebellia. It may contain a controlled runtime or supplementary data related to the lockbox.
What Lynn said was indeed possible. We may have the data, but not a way to read the data. Archon Larson, please wait in the infirmary with the rest. I'll take the lockbox there and try to use Spark to decode it.
Fine. Get the lockbox to the infirmary, Lyra.
can't imagine what you're feeling while reading this message. Is Ruby all right? I'm sorry that I lied to you, but you know I had no other choice. Now that I've hit a wall in my research into the gray space entities, I will be going into the confounding abyss. It has what I need to proceed. Maybe I'll solve the mysteries surrounding the gray space entities and take them back to you. Or maybe I'll be gone, just like the Forerunners. Anyway, that's all. Good luck to you. And to you too.
So Rubilia went there.
Archon Larson, I suggest that we immediately relaunch the exploration of the confounding abyss. If Rubilia...
Lynn, do you think Rubilia could have survived in a place?
I don't know. However, in the message she left, she said there was something she needed inside the confounding abyss. She knew very well how treacherous...
I agree with Miss Lynn. Dr. Rubilia's knowledge of the gray space entities far exceeds ours. If we could find her, or...
Just a moment, you two. Rubilia left this video clip over 2 years ago. We cannot be sure if she really did go into the confounding. Even if we are to relaunch the exploration into the confounding abyss, it'll take a lot of time to get everything prepared.
Lyra is right. Before we relaunch the exploration, we better be fully prepared for anything. Lifting the lockdown on confounding abyss will...
You look like you have something to say.
Miss Lynn, what kind of place is that
About that. Few people in Meroria know this, but you should have heard of...
We've seen it in the archives.
Well, about 20 years ago, Meroria's exploration teams discovered a gigantic underground space. Within the following years, after the underground space was discovered, Meroria must have sent hundreds of explorers in different batches to lay the foundation for the project, and explore its depths. Everything was going smoothly, then all contact was suddenly lost. No communication, no responses. Everything just went dead. What's more, its terrain seemed to have undergone drastic changes. Nothing obeyed our known laws of physics.
So, that's why it's called the Confounding Abyss?
That's right. Also, based on the images sent back by the droids, there are ruins left behind by an...
Unknown civilizations?
We know nothing about those ruins and who built them, but there are signs of gray space entity activity there. Maybe that has... Still, we have no way of safely investigating the area. That's why Meroria locked down the...
Miss Lynn, where exactly is the...
Now, right beneath our feet and underneath Meroria.
What? If the Confounding Abyss really is that dangerous...
There's a subgravity field in the region where Meroria is. Scientists couldn't understand what caused it, but the anti-gravity engines which kept Meroria afloat rely on that field. In other words, the current state of Meroria relies on the delicate balance between the Confounding Abyss and our reality. The Second City project is underway, but it's far from being able to provide for the denizens of Meroria. This may be why Archon Larson is so If our actions somehow broke the balance between the Confounding Abyss and our reality...
That's... true.
As you can see, this is a very risky operation. We... Executor, Archon Larson invites the both of you to attend the meeting at the headquarters. It's about the Confounding Abyss.
Has Archon Larson decided to relaunch the exploration operations?
Maybe. I'm almost at the headquarters. I'll see you in a bit.
We called everyone here today for the relevant affairs of Rubilia and Confounding Abyss. I have now decided to relaunch, since we all know what the Confounding Abyss has in store for us. Miraria cannot turn a blind eye to the risks this may bring. So I will not be investing too much manpower and resources we will only be organizing a small recon op to learn the current status of the Confounding Abyss and collect as much. Also, the primary objective will be to try to locate Dr. Lynn. Since you started this thing with Rubilia, you should be the one to end it.
Understood.
Archon Larson, I want to be part of this operation.
Surely, this mission is high.
I want to unveil the secrets of the gray space entities. Count me in. I want to join the operation as well.
If that's so, Lyra, why don't you brief everyone?
The space inside the Confounding Abyss is too unstable to maintain a space rift for long, so the mission squad will be equipped with a mini space rift generator to establish a temporary space rift. However, please beware that this temporary space rift will only allow a single person to travel through at any given time. Additionally, all records show that communication between Miraria and the Confounding Abyss may be prone to heavy interference.
If there are no further questions, we'll meet up at the entrance.
Now that we're all here, let's get ready to head out.
Miss Lyra.
I will lift the lockdown on the entrance to the Confounding Abyss. However, due to safety concerns, once you're through, you will need to establish temporary space rift nodes within the Abyss ASAP. Miraria will try to maintain communication with you and provide feedback based on your real-time. Is everyone ready? If you encounter anything more than you can handle, contact us immediately. Do not act recklessly.
I will. Let's go.
It's so quiet here.
Stay on your toes and keep moving. Lyra, we've reached the ruins of the third city. Nothing out of the ordinary so far.
Roger that. Communication signal is stable. The entrance to deeper levels lies within the ruins of the city. Lynn, locate the entrance as soon as you can. The squad's sensor will feed the environmental data to our technicians, and we'll give you the coordinates of a good
What should we do if our communication is...
We know nothing about what goes on inside the Abyss, so trust.
Right. That's a good answer.
We'll need to establish at least one temporary space rift for the follow-up operations.